continue to go down low, and they should. That's where they have an advantage, in the paint and off the bounce.
They're playing without some key guards, and some forwards are filling in, giving them more length, disrupting Curry, and it's a 10-0 run right now for the Mountaineers.
West Virginia has defended Curry so well.
Lovedale and a foul. Last minute of the first half, so he wouldn't pick up his third foul when Davidson was on defense. Then they could afford. And again, both teams are over the limit. Davidson has committed 9 fouls this half. West Virginia has committed 8.
Andrew Lovedale is a great example of a four-year player that has gotten better and better as his career has progressed, and he has stepped into more of a starring role as a worker.
Will Regal is back into the game now for the Wildcats. Number 20, a walk-on getting minutes again tonight.
And a really crafty player, a guy who's smart. There's the post-to-post double team. Regal coming over. Now he's got to find his man again.
Driving is Bryant. The pull-up from the elbow. Deshaun Butler rebound, and he missed it again. Finally, it goes in. 3 taps on the same possession. Ebanks will get credit.
Rossiter was there as well as Smith, and
they needed that, and it's almost as if the crowd needed that. So many people here tonight came to see Stephen Curry shoot the ball.
And nobody came here to see him struggle, and maybe that'll get him going. When a shooter sees it go through the net, all is forgotten.
17 for Curry, 2 of 14 from beyond the arc. Well, it hasn't been not a lot of style points in this game, Jay, but they've been working hard, and it looks like it's going right down to the final.
What a rebound.
Devin Ebanks again. He's got 16 rebounds tonight.
I mean, he is just a natural rebounder. 17 against Cleveland State, 16 against Davidson thus far.
And as a team, Jay, they've got 24 offensive rebounds.
That's a foul.
Butler is fouled.
Has to be having flashbacks to their game against Kentucky.
The only loss was a 4-point loss at Oklahoma.
And that game against Kentucky was with everybody healthy.
West Virginia has beaten the likes of Ole Miss and Iowa so far this year. The Ole Miss game was a 2-point affair.
Curry has been struggling. The one thing you cannot do as a West Virginia defender is relax on him and think that because he's having a rough night that it's not going to get better and hurt.
And this trip, Jay, it's Ebanks who is 6'9". Lovedale fading away from the basket. And here comes Bryant.
What a nice job by Brendan McKillop to get down there and make a stand.
Bryant, sitting on the court, managed to tip it back to his teammate, keep it alive. And look at them again. They're just out working the Wildcats for the ball, and Bob McKillop is beside himself right now.
Well, in the first half, it was Davidson that was tougher and was outworking and outrunning West Virginia. In the second half, it's been all Mountaineers on the toughness plays.
Davidson fans, and there are many here in the house chanting defense. We've got a 2-point game, just over 3 minutes to go.
Brendan McKillop has really active hands.
Ebanks, ball fake, off to Thurlman.
There it is again. Active hands on the part of Steph Curry with another steal.
Driving on Smith. Creates the space and knocks down the long jumper. 19 for Curry.
Getting something in transition where he's not particularly thinking about it. And maybe that'll get Steph Curry going.
30-second timeout, Bob Huggins. To go. Villanova, Texas still to come.
Now they're having a tough time getting the ball in.
Like the poise of Bryant. This is a big game for him, a freshman, a New Yorker playing here at the Garden.
He has done a good job. He's not worried about the quick hook. There's nobody to put in for him.
Yeah, it's true. All the other guards are hurt. Shot clock at 7. Driving on McKillop. Ebanks got his man in the air, hangs and hits.
Well, that is a really good shot fake. It reminds you a little bit of Sam Young at Pittsburgh, who has one of the most exaggerated shot fakes in the country, but it's very effective. What a crossover.
Left the 15-footer short.
After he drilled a couple of those shots, when he took that, you felt like it was going in. And that hasn't been the case for most of this game. 7
for 25 tonight, 28%, a 50% shooter on the season. Crossover by Bryant.
Bryant is getting shots for his teammates. So with the shooting woes that he's had tonight, much better player this year than he was last year.
That's saying something considering the 32 points per game in the 4 tournament games last year. Bryant misses the 3 badly. Yet another offensive rebound. We sound like a broken record.
A blockout challenge for McKillop. I don't think you can really turn as a guard.
It's a shot, which they've done often tonight. They're getting better than 60% of the rebounds back.
Well, we talked about rebounding at the beginning of the broadcast being perhaps the difference in the game. I mean, Devin Ebanks and Dayshawn Butler have 14 offensive rebounds between the two of them.
And Ebanks overall has his 2nd consecutive 17 rebound game.
I don't care who you're playing against and how many shots you're missing. That's a ton of rebounds. That shows that young man is pursuing the ball. Nice back cut.
Curry for 3.
Well, that shows a player that understands how to get open. Situation for West Virginia. They got to be smart with this.
And this is a freshman, a true freshman, Daryl Truck Bryant, filling in for the injured Joe Mazzulla, a New York kid playing here at the Garden and having the ball in his hands at crunch time for the Mountaineers. Dayshawn Butler, the junior, averaging almost 15 a game, had it partially blocked. Was that Curry?
It was Lovedale, and then Curry got over there to grab the rebound. Bob Huggins wanted to foul there.
Davidson looking for the lead. We're in the final minute. Curry got it!
Everybody has to be alert.
A 4-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. West Virginia down a pair.
Got to get something going toward the basket.
Butler's the go-to guy. Into a double team, and he walks.
A terrific job by Stephen Curry.
Kind of denying the basketball at all costs. Nearly stole it.
I mean, normally you might have somebody on the ball, and he got it anyway.
Yeah. There were 3 defenders on him. He came up with the ball. Smith the foul.
You know, he can't even look.
Got it. 2-possession game. 8-0 run.
Got to get to the rim here. You can kick it out for a 3. Great.
Bryant got it to the rim, but not with any success. And Davidson can smell it now. And even Stephen says that Seth is more physically mature, and
it was almost impossible to predict he was going to be this kind of player. But wouldn't you take Seth Curry just on the off chance he might be as good? And he's averaging over 20 points per game as a freshman.
5-point game, 10 seconds.
Don't want to give up an open 3 and don't want to foul.
Flowers from the corner hits the 3. Timeout, West Virginia. Well, Curry responsible for a lot of those positive numbers. Looking for him, can't get it to him, and they'll call a timeout. Going for the home run, thinking about it. Now Barr comes back, and he gets wrapped up by Bryant. So
far, the problem is it's probably going to be in the hands of a big guy if there's a miss.
It's pretty cool on that first one. Not over yet. 2 seconds. Ebanks. And Davidson escapes with a 68-65 win. Stephen Curry got blazing hot at the end of the game. Jay knocked down some great shots, played both ends of the floor. The turnovers, the field goal percentage will not be pretty, but at the end of the game and the end result, it's beautiful for Bob McKillop, Stephen Curry, and Davidson.
Well, when the